It's another hot week here in Israel, and I know that you guys want your top stories making headlines like we do every day right here on the Israel Brief with me, Rolene Marks, Mondays to Thursdays. So let's take a look at those top stories making headlines. And is the temperature around normalization with the Saudis heating up just as the Middle East climate is? Well, it does look like there is a lot of murmuring that progress is being made on this front. Now, Israel is under no illusions. We know that this could take time. However, there is momentum, and President Biden, just as recent as last week, said that he has hopes that this can be achieved. So what do we know so far? We do know that the New York Times published an op-ed over the weekend talking about the potential Saudi normalization and said that for the Saudis, they require really big concessions from Israel towards the Palestinians with regards to a possible Palestinian state. Now, this could involve a possible freeze on annexation of settlements for at least 4 years and, of course, the building of settlements. However, the spanner in the works could come from Israel's far-right members of the coalition government. Just today, Otzma Yehudit MK Orit Strock, in an interview with Kan, that's the Israeli national broadcaster, said, "We are done with making concessions towards the Palestinians." Now, what is interesting is that Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, you'll remember him from last week, he tried to reach a compromise on the reasonableness law vote in the Knesset last Sunday. He, on Friday, called for a national unity government to be formed, which would include opposition leaders Benny Gantz and Yair Lapid, but would exclude the far-right Ben-Gvir and Smotrich. Now, what is also interesting is that news broke just a short while ago that the Mossad chief David Barnea met his CIA counterpart in Washington at the White House for talks on Saudi normalization. Well, we really hope this goes forward because it would mean incredible things for the region, for the world as we face off against Iran. We do know that the Saudi prince very much favors progress growing the region into an economic and cooperation powerhouse. And of course, if you've been keeping score with the Abraham Accords, Saudi is the big whale we want to include. So let's watch the space. And as always, the Israel Brief will be watching it with an eagle eye. Now, are there possible divisions happening in the Likud party? It's no secret that there have been members of Likud who are not entirely backing the proposed judicial overhauls. And over the weekend, we heard from very strong members of the party that included Avi Dichter, Yuli Edelstein, Eli Dalal, amongst others, saying that they will not back what they call the unilateral legislation by fellow Likudnik Yariv Levin. They favor a broad-based consensus. Now, yesterday, the leader of the opposition, Yair Lapid of the Yesh Atid faction, called for a 15-month freeze on reforms, asking instead to go towards negotiations. This was rejected by Likud, who said they will not go towards negotiations with concessions. Earlier today, it was reported that a potential terror attack on the Chabad house in Mumbai in India had been foiled. Police arrested 2 suspects believed to be of Pakistani origin who had explosive material on them. They are believed to have ties to the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps. Israel assisted in counter-terror operations. Now, the Chabad of Mumbai was the site of a terror attack in 2008, which saw 6 people murdered. And finally, because we love a good news story, and this time we go back to Africa, this time to Zambia in the southern bit of the African continent. And our foreign minister, Eli Cohen, has met his Zambian counterpart, Stanley Kukubo, in Jerusalem. The two signed agreements of cooperation in various fields, including increasing ties in the areas of medicine, communications, agriculture, and others. Foreign Minister Cohen said that Africa is blooming and there is so much potential there for Israel on the African continent. I couldn't agree more, having come from South Africa myself. Now, those are our top stories making headlines. Don't forget to check out our wonderful website at www.layoftheland.online. If you would like to receive our weekly newsletter, please contact us via our website. There's an article up there written by me all about Itamar Ben-Gvir and why Israelis are concerned about his position in the government. It will also be up on our Facebook page. You guys know what to do. If you find us at Lottel site, like us, follow us, share our content. Our YouTube channel is at The Israel Brief. If you do like our content, please hit that red subscribe button, like us, share us, follow us, and we're on Twitter at LoveTheLand5. I'm Rolene Marks, wishing you a wonderful Monday, and I'll catch you again tomorrow for your top stories.